All right, so for this next lesson, we're going to be inspired by one of my favorite artists, Keith Haring. Some of them know him more for his little dancing babies or some of his graffiti art, and some people know him for his bright, vivid colors. So what we're going to be doing is using fonts and writing our own name in a Keith Haring style, and then we're going to go ahead and color it in bright and vivid like he used with all his cool colors. So I'm making an alphabet for a reference for you to come back to. So whenever you write your letters, make sure you're writing them nice and light in pencil so you can erase later. So if you don't know how to make bubble letters, what I say is do the uppercase alphabet and then for your name, and then you can go over as bubble letters. So I'm just showing you an example here. So I'll have this as a reference so you can go back to, but see the letter P, and then we just do a little line like that. You can see how I'm going around. You're going to see in my name in just a second, but I'll keep this main one for a reference for you to come back to. All right, so here's the reference letter alphabet if you need to come back to. You can just always come back here if you can't figure out part of your name. Okay, so for this next step, we're going to get a piece of paper, and we're going to put it in this direction, nice and long, horizontal. All right, so we always start with the pencil, and I'm going to write my name right in the middle. So I'm going to do Miss Merlo. I'm going to write in a capital letter M, and I'm doing this nice and light. So in case I need to erase, R, S, and then M, E, R, L, O. Now remember, if your name is shorter, then you can make your name a little bit bigger. All right, so the next part is you're going to go around this, and we're going to erase the middle lines, how we did the bubble. Go, and you're writing your own name. I'm writing my name now, but you're doing your own name. So that's my M, going around, around, around with a little line in the middle. My R, going around, S, and I had to pick up my pencil, so I was going to go into my E, and I didn't want to do that, so I stopped. E, R. If you space it out more, it might be a little bit easier. Or you just pick up your pencil and put it down. And a big O with a line in the middle. So I'm going to go over, don't erase anything yet, and only do the outermost. Do not do the inside one. We are not drawing on that one, but we're going to leave it there just as a marker. So we're just doing the one on, and we're leaving that in there just for now. We're doing the big outer one, and I'm doing it with, and then that line. I'm doing it with a Sharpie marker, watercolor marker. You can use crayons, colored pencils. I like to use markers for this one, or a combination of markers and colored pencils, but that's completely up to you. Notice every time I'm leaving that first middle lines in, and when I'm done with this part, I'm going to erase those middle lines. So now I'm going to go with my eraser and erase all those middle lines. All right, so one thing about Keith Haring, I'm going to erase all those lines first. Keith Haring used a lot of repetition and rhythm in his artwork. So we're going to start with our pencil. We could just draw some different kind of lines and just kind of repeat that and make it feel like it's moving throughout our paper like dancing babies. So I'm going to go wiggle, 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 wiggle down. And I'm going to keep following that wiggle shape. Wiggling, wiggling. Again, you're just going to look different than mine. It's okay. I'm kind of moving my line. My line's kind of growing out, but I'm still doing that kind of wiggle. And I'm going off the page and picking my pencil up and down. Now let me try some more fun, cool wiggle lines. So maybe I'll do some wiggle, wiggle, wiggle lines down here. And it goes nice and around. I'm just wiggling around my paper. Keep following these cool wiggle lines. And notice I'm doing it kind of in sections. Like this is one quarter, another quarter, another quarter, and another quarter. And 4 quarters equal a whole. Never thought we were going to learn math today, right? It almost looks like it's swirling too around our paper. So maybe this one I might just kind of go, I'm going to wiggle this way for this one. Kind of do it in a different direction. for this one. Cool wiggle movements. And again, there's no right or wrong way to do this, as long as you're having fun. All right, we're going to try this way too. I'm wiggling around, kind of just spiraling around. Okay, so now the next step is I'm going to get my Sharpie marker on my regular marker, and I like doing the black line so it really stands out, and then I'm going to go in and color in, but watch me first. So I'm going to go in and go on top with my black lines, and there really is no right or wrong way again to do this. We can decide that we want to show some white on our paper, or we can just leave the black lines and color every other one, leave the Merlot one color so it pops up. We can also do something like this. If you want a little bit of a border, you can double up that line and color this side and then leave that line white. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll follow this line just for this one section. In this upper section, maybe I'll do something different so you can just see the difference between the two. So go ahead and start coloring your lines. And if you want to double up to get a thin white border, go ahead and do that. We're going to go over all our lines with this black marker. All right, so you can take a look at mine and decide whether you like these lines down here, and you can scroll back to the first page or the end page, see the end result. If you want to do it like this, or if you want to do it like this, or if you want to do half and half like I did. I'm not sure which one I'm going to like better, but I just wanted to try 2 different techniques so you can see. Now that I'm finished with all my lines, don't forget you have to go in and erase all those pencil lines that we had here from our swirling lines. So go through and erase all those pencil lines. All right, so now for this next step, we're going to use some fun colors. And I decided because his Keith Haring stuff is so bright and vibrant, I really want to use markers so it just really pops off the page. So I'm going to use some of my brighter colors. And you can use really whatever you'd like. But I want to kind of stick with like brighter colors myself. So I'm going to use these 4 colors. I don't want to use too many, but you can if you want to make a rainbow effect. I kind of just want to play around with patterns and designs. So I think I'm going to start with filling in this section, just alternating with colors, and then this section maybe with all my colors, this section with just 2, and then the next one maybe with all again. So I'm going to start in here, and I'm going to leave my name white. I'm pushing on the side so I can fill in. We don't want to see any white spaces, doing nice good coloring technique. I'm also going to leave all of these white. So I might have already messed up, but hey, I'll call it a beautiful oops. I was going to do this one red, but guess what? I made a mistake, and so does everyone sometimes. So instead, I'm going to do 2 yellow, 2 red, 2 yellow, 2 red. So I just changed my pattern. So these 2 are going to be red. So now I'm going to do 2 yellow. Or I don't have to do 2 yellow. I could do 2 yellow, 2 red, 1 yellow, 1 red. Maybe that's what I'll do so I can sneak in some extra red in the end. All right, so 2 yellows. Now we go ahead and bring in the red. Another red here, and another one here, and then a yellow here. All right, now for this next section, I feel like using all my colors. I'm going to start with a different color closer to the M. I'm going to start with some orange. And then I'm going to go yellow maybe, red, green, and color all the way down. All right, so this is what the final piece looks like. And honestly, I think I like the bottom the best, but it's kind of nice to have a combination of both. It's almost like this is highlighting the bottom and this is like the sky. So you can be finished with this or you can add designs. I think it's kind of nice leaving them white, although I did notice I missed some little spots in between the letters that you might need to go back and get. You can do whatever colors you like. There's one other thing you can do to help pop this out. If you want to take a color you didn't use, you can always go in. So let's say I wanted to do a blue, and I can just go along this back edge here So it pops it out there along this back edge here, along the back edge here, going along the back edges. And mine on the screen, I chose blue, looking like it's black, but it's not. And it really is nice. It just helps that name pop up just a little bit more. So I hope you like this video. If you did, please give it a like, and I hope you subscribe to my page, and hope to see you guys soon. Thanks. Bye.